All right, good morning, tribe, and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbruggen, broadcasting to you live outside from Ravenscar, my suburban paradise. It's good to be out here. Standing out here barefoot, enjoying the changes that are coming. Hey, James, good morning. Still munching a rum ball every morning for breakfast. Like, I had to hide them, but, it's all right. No, the family knows where they are. They're in the freezer because, cold rice ball or rum ball. Hey, Crystal, good morning. How are you today? Breakfast of champs. Yep, yep, yep. Coffee. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Did I just blink? It looked like I blinked. There's Helen. There's Helen. Where's Helen? Get your Helen hug, Helen hug. Get your Helen hug, Helen hug. I've been having a distinct lack of hugs lately. I need more hugs. Hey, Nina. Hello, hello. Okay, which flavor? Ooh, that's a hard one because I love the white chocolate ones, but they're over like a cinnamony cake, which is good, but it's fine. But I like the more fudgy. I think like because I have a terrible sweet tooth, like the dark chocolatey fudge coated in white chocolate, maybe with a dollop of peanut butter in there somewhere. But that's just me. Oh, hey, Melanie, morning from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I know that town. I've drunk in that town. It's a nice town. It's cold. It's snowy. Be careful. There are hills. Bill, one more day. Just one more day. Then we get to replay 2020, right? Because it's 2022. I think from a historical perspective, this coming year is going to be one for the history books. On top of the last two that have been ones for the history books. Just got a feeling. Got a feeling. Hey, Dan. Good morning. Yeah, I know I drove here. I guess you would know that, Melanie. How much snow is on the ground there right now? You're actually not that far from my parents' place at this point. I should give you their phone number. Actually, right now I think they still have colds. Like I wake up in the morning and I feel fine, but by about 10, my nose has started running and things have started getting gunky again. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm just putting out too much effort in the morning, but I don't think so. But I thought did anyone else see smoke go past? Yep. What is that? Oh well, I don't know. Jonathan, I like cinnamon cake, but my wife likes the cream cheese coffee cake, so we keep two types of coffee cakes at home to go with my coffee. Excellent, excellent. I like the cream cheese frosting too. That's my favorite. Like the if you took the frosting from carrot cake and put it on any other sort of cake, now we're talking. Melanie, there's enough snow. I'm assuming you're like me, where like a quarter inch of snow is that's enough. Good pig. Now you can go home. Yeah, not doing the snow. Hey, Kiri, good morning. Charles, hello. Okay, the red and chocolate ones are Oreo chocolate or Satsuma orange, and the white ones are horchata. Okay, that makes sense. Peanut butter ball in the middle of a chocolate ball room covered with dark chocolate bag can be done. I need whiskey balls to make them. There we go. You have a vapor trail coming off the neighbor's jacuzzi, but no neighbors have jacuzzis. It might be my rain barrels. Could that be? Oh, Dion, what do you know about using pitcher plant for smallpox? I gotta say, I know nothing about that. I have not come across that in my readings. So the wheels are turning, going over what I know about pitcher plants and smallpox. I'm wondering if the liquid inside is used to treat the open sores, maybe, or now I'm curious. James, I'm also jealous of Melanie. I miss Wisconsin. I miss the cheese curds. I miss the cheese. I miss the house on the rock. That's pretty cool. But for the most part, anything past, maybe the Texas border, quite frankly, I'm happy with Texas. I'm loving every second of Texas. And when I leave Texas, it just reminds me how much I love Texas. Hey, Charles. Good morning. Yeah, Helen, wasn't smallpox eradicated? Yeah, according to the World Health Organization, they got rid of it. There's a few vials sitting around in different labs for testing purposes only. Hey, Wolf, good morning. You're still in Texas, right? Ooh, Dan, saw a neat article this morning. Date tree seeds from 2,000 years ago were found in 2005. The tree is extinct. They were able to get the seeds to grow, and this year was able to get 700 dates. Oh, that's so cool. So dates from the time of Christ. Ooh, neat, neat, neat. I want old dates. Fishing the glacial lakes with my friend was an experience I wasn't ready for. I wish I had taken pictures. Pretty clear, aren't they? And rocky bottoms. Not like the lakes around here. I mean, like Malacca and so forth up in Minnesota, the same sort of thing where you can look down and you realize you can see the bottom of the lake like 20 feet below you. Basically, you can see as far as the light will penetrate. Very different from here where you look down and you see murk. All right, well, good that you're still in Texas. How much longer will you be here for? Coffee burn. Coffee burn. Triggered a nose thing here. All right. Yeah, I remember. There was some discussion whether or not to destroy those vials. In my humble opinion, keep them in case you need to make vaccines again. Yeah. I would think at this point, well, maybe not quite to that point, but if we can do all this sort of genetic manipulation, can we just keep the code for the smallpox rather than the smallpox viruses itself, and then recreate the virus if needed? I don't know. Yeah, but those glacial lakes lie to you. Do they say, yes, come into me, I am inviting, and you will like swimming in me? And you jump in, you realize the glaciers didn't melt all that long ago. Okay, Jennifer, what's the best time of year to harvest the pine needles for tea? Anytime. The pine needles are constantly rejuvenating themselves, so there's no really good or bad time for it. Here to get all my ducks in a row. The family, your mother. Oof. I don't like getting ducks in a row. That usually means something is coming or something has happened. That means a change in my comfortable situation. I'll go with the free range ducks. Oop, I thought I saw someone up. Oh, everyone's just so. Younger Weather got Mrs. Weather one of those weighted blankets for Christmas. And that thing, we're talking some weight. And Minnie Weather is taken to sleeping under it at night, and she just like is smothered. I'm worried she's gonna like end up with a collapsed ribs or something, but she seems to like it. My in-laws have a chicken coop, and Bindi fancies herself to be a chicken shepherd. Now it looks like she's trying to teach Charlie her ways. Smart dog, smart dog. Herd those chickens. Hey, Curtis. Good morning. Ooh, anyone going to Vegas to see Pauly Shore sing with his band, the Krusties, for New Year's Eve this year? I almost made it, but I'm hosting a party here instead. Oh, this is the first I've heard of that. That would be so awesome. I would love to see Pauly Shore. I want to shake Pauly Shore's hand and say thank you for making me laugh during grad school when there's a lot of times when I did not feel like laughing. Oh man, we had to cancel the big Merriweather New Year's Eve blast because we're still sick and we don't want to get our neighbors sick and everything. And it's kind of a tradition that we just feed everyone and booze up everyone and blow a bunch of stuff up, and we're just gonna hide with the lights off. My ducks and especially my geese like to be in a row. Well, that's cool. Happy New Year. There's a lot of CBN made to kill that would surprise most. Hi, tribe. Chemical, biological, nuclear agents. And powers that be remain. Hey, yes, yep. Happy New Year's Eve morning, the last day. Ducks are naturally chaotic. They don't like to be in rows. They naturally prefer to line up in an S shape. I've noticed that on ponds, and then V's in the air. Interesting. Because now I'm thinking, when I'm knowing about military tactics and sieges and wall strength and so forth, an S-shaped wall is stronger than a straight wall. And so do the ducks go in that S shape? Is there some biological protective measure that occurs when you're in an S shape? I do not know. Hey, Bonnie, good morning. Praying for the knee. Hope it's doing well. We got to get that knee straight. We don't want them to go in again. Dan, I got my wife a weighted blanket too. She loves it and is sleeping better. Okay. Some people like it. I don't. I don't like being restrained. It's not claustrophobia. Well, maybe it is claustrophobia, but I don't like weights on my chest and so forth, going way back to the whole broken rib incident. Nina Polly Shore. No, that's a name from the past. Yes, and it shouldn't be from the past. It should still be going today, for he is a magician of humor. Ooh, hides with the lights off on New Year sounds like a movie marathon opportunity. Yeah, it's been a few months since I've watched The Lord of the Rings. Nina, Happy New Year's Eve drive and Happy New Year's to you too. It's gonna get better. Ducks laugh in the face of government entities. They are chaos. Haughty chuckles through a thought of rules. That I agree with. And then there are geese. I see ducks as kind of lawful evil, and then geese is chaotic evil in the whole Dungeons and Dragons moral code thing. My geese are always walking in a row. Ducks usually have one duck not in the row. Interesting. Okay, good. Sable will be flying home tomorrow. She wasn't out in Colorado, was she? Man, have you been seeing what's going on in Colorado with the wildfires? Holy moly. Nina, I have a very light cooling blanket. That's been awesome. Cooling blanket. Is this one that has like the water channels in it, or is it made of that special cooling fabric? Polly Shore, no. The weasel. Oh man, he just. I gotta say, he's one of my inspirations. He didn't let pride or shame get in the way of his humor. He just went full bore, silly. Hey, Evie. Good morning, Cinnamon. Yes. Happy New Year's Eve to all. I hope the new year brings everyone a mask-free year. Bonnie, you got that right. The knee is better and gets better every day. Excellent. Jennifer, ducks poop a lot, so we drink. Mm-hmm. Nothing quite brings in a new year like watching the ring go from Hobbiton to Mount Doom. Most definitely. I saw a map overlay. It kind of show you how far the hobbits walked, and it was basically from like Minneapolis down to Atlanta, Georgia, or something like that. The distance from the Shire to Mount Doom. I don't remember exactly though. It was pretty long. Helen, I crocheted 2 cotton full-size bed top blankets, and they weigh about 7-8 pounds each. That helps me sleep. Ugh. I'm with you, Doc. Weight drives me batty and hurts my feet. I need a light cover. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, the weighted blanket I have was marketed as a cooling blanket. Interesting. Okay, no, it's fabric and it's been great during the night. Okay, is it like the microfiber type stuff? Ooh, okay, yeah, she was in Hartselle, the south part of Park County. I'm not sure where that, but at least she's getting out of there, man. But those fires, if you haven't seen them, they just recently evacuated 30,000 people. I guess on the outskirts of Denver because of these winds whipping up these storms into massive conflagrations. Okay, it has something to do with sensory issues. She could explain why some people like the weighted blanket. They are really good for people with autism. Which explains Mrs. Weather. Yep, Minneapolis to Atlanta. So like driving halfway through Houston. Pretty much. Pretty much. We will refrain from making orc comments in regards to citizens of Houston. But was the Hobbit trip longer than Forrest Gump's? That's a good question. I would say Forrest Gump went farther, especially during that running part of his. Wolf, by tonight's forecast is alcohol and bad decisions. I'll be there with half that. And I'm still not drinking other than an occasional rum ball. Yep, and it helps with Pete. Oh, it helps with Pete, my menopause dragon. I like that you have a name for it. Sorry that you have one. Well, in the scheme of things, I guess it's worse if you didn't, but yeah. Ooh, have the day off working on my plants, bringing the delicate ones in. Bought a friend raised garden, putting that together today. Spending time outside, happy time. That sounds nice. I'm going to be sitting out here too, smoking another pork shoulder. I did one yesterday. The backyard smells awesome yet, and I'm going to do another today. So you can never have too many smoked pork shoulders sitting around. There it is. I often see baby goose shoot up boop, while walking. One out holding baby goats yesterday, but one baby had the colostrum boop, sticking out of her butt. No thanks. Thankfully, mom cleaned her up. Okay, some kind of fabric with sand or something sewn into pockets. Hobbits and Forrest Gump, you need people to get real. Not today, we don't. I think we earned the right to be a bit silly. Run, Forrest, run! Run, Bilbo, run! Run, Frodo, run! Ooh, 600 homes, one Target shopping center, and a hotel burned in Boulder. Yikes. Huh. Why does the news cover the fires in Colorado, but not the 4,000 acres in Kansas? That's a good question. How many people were evacuated in the Kansas one? I think that might be part of it. And you get 30,000 people displaced. Oh man, I wonder if I'm wondering what the chances are of them activating the Red Cross shelters here in Houston are for that. Yep, I'm right there with you. Weighted blankets just feel like the coats with the wraparound sleeves to me, and the straps. Yeah. Life is like a box of Lambert bread. Life is like fruitcake. It's here. We don't know what to do with it. There's occasional sweet parts, but the rest is just kind of weird. Good point. Trees on fire make a more spectacular video. Something I'm more of a baker. Grills and smokers are my weaknesses, but love smoked meats. So do I. And the key to smoking meats is have the thermometer inside the meat. Don't rely on time. Don't rely on the temperature of the smoker. well, you need to know the temperature of the smoker so it's not too hot, but rely on the temperature inside the meat as to when you make the next move with said meat. Ooh, our son-in-law has an uncle in that area. One side of the divide is getting a blizzard and the other is in flames. Eeks. Most definitely, we do need to pray for Colorado. And dear Lord, please be with those displaced by nature's fury. There is no explanation we know other than the laws of physics that were put in place that led to our creation lead to other things we find confusing, scary, damaging, and painful. But in the end, it's all part of the plan. So thank you for including us in the plan. Help us, give us the strength we need to play the role you need of us. Amen. Thank you, Chirpy. Let's see, I think after 2020 and now 21, we're allowed to be like Forrest Gump and Lord of the Rings. A couple of crap years, fantasy can be healthy. Most definitely. Hey, Andrea. Good morning. Oh, so Andrea, today, when the pork shoulder I am smoking today, I'm going to slather the top with one of your jellies. I haven't decided which yet, but I'm thinking the smoked jelly pork is going to be awesome. So just thought I wanted to share that with you. I'm really excited about that. Amen. Most definitely. Coffee. Yep. Fantasy is a good way to escape from an unpleasant reality. In a way, our ability to imagine is what moves us forward. Got us out of the trees, got us picking up rocks and going, chip. Ah, stab. No, anyway. Well, the birds are really talking. Is that a robin? Sounds like it. I really need to spend some time learning bird calls. Yep, that does sound good. I don't smoke meat, but working on smoked salts. I hate to do this, but I don't like the whole salty sweet thing. That's all right, Wolf. That just leaves more for me. I love the sweet salt combo. Oh, I love that so much. Do you think the caveman walked around in a constant state of PTSD? I don't think so. And I can't exactly tell you why, other than even if you look at like soldiers and stuff, some get it, some don't. And I think it has to do with upbringing and a lot of stuff like that. But it's just a scientific wild ass guess, a swag, as I'm so fond of doing. Yep, Andrea's jellies, jams, and pork glazes. Most definitely. Simon, I'll probably watch Marvel movies for my marathon tonight. I stay off the streets during the holidays. That is a good idea. That's the main reason we started throwing the big party at our house, is so no one would be out driving. Because Houston has gotten bad. Houston, there are nights when you just didn't want to be on the road. Now you don't want to be on the road in the middle of the day on Tuesday. And I can only imagine what's going to happen tonight. Start with a good crow call. I really need to work on my crow call. I have a crow call, like the duck-like crow call type thing. Yeah, Jennifer, the caveman probably walked in a constant state of unga bunga. Most likely. Yep, Billy, that's exactly. You're sweet and salty and super talented and damn impressive. Why wouldn't I want to be friends with you? Ooh, me too. My favorite snack: original Doritos and bananas. I like that concept, Bonnie. I've never tried that, but now I have a new food snack to try. There we go. Jonathan is on it. The caveman cured Pete the post-traumatic stress disorder with medicinal mushrooms that we have outlawed. I think there's a lot to that, Jonathan. I think you're absolutely right there. Ooh, bought a couple of pounds of jalapenos. Working on hot jellies tomorrow. The human palate tastes sweet, salt, and sour. I like it when they're all covered. And isn't there bitter and jumanji, umani, something like that? I'm wondering where my folks are. Mom, Dad, are you out there? Joe Villario, are you out there? Pat Shervanek, are you out there? Say hi. So those of you, brain fart. Nicole, redheaded Nicole that hangs out here, daughter of Doreen, who I went to school with. Nicole, who the Nicole parental bundle is named after. So I don't know if you remember, she and her mom, I'm going to call her mom Buffy. Her mom has always been Buffy to me. Anyway, Nicole and her mom Buffy had that mystery tour thing that they signed up for. And, they were just told, the day before they were going to leave, what sort of clothing they needed to pack. And they would be whisked off somewhere and they would discover where they're going. So they're on that right now. They are in Costa Rica and having lots of fun with monkeys and jungles and ocean cruises, or not cruises, sailing the ocean and all this sort of stuff. So they are living it up in Costa Rica, having a good time. Just thought I'd share that with you. Because that whole concept of the mystery trip was kind of intriguing. And then it got delayed for like almost a year, but they're finally doing it. And they got whisked off. I like that word whisked off too, that phrase. They're in Costa Rica. So I've been living vicariously through their pages. Freedom Homestead's YouTube channel is in Kentucky. They are in the area tornadoes hit, but didn't get hit. They've been helping others. One house they saw was crushed, splintered like a box of toothpicks, just a pile of sticks. But in what was the living room, the Christmas tree with ornaments still stood. Nothing displaced on the tree. Tornadoes just scare me. Let's see. Hey, Derek, I would think they were in a fight or flight most of the time, but wouldn't consider it post-traumatic stress disorder. If you see a snake in the bush and then they're wary of bushes, that's okay, the point of the memory, but shut down or flashback when you saw the snake and feel the same way, that's post-traumatic stress syndrome. Yep. And I think they just had this is going to sound bad, but because of the tough nature of their life, I think they probably it took a lot more to give them that post-traumatic stress syndrome. It was just Tuesday to them. Jonathan, bubblegum and pop rock combo isn't as great as I thought they would be. I haven't tried that. I gotta agree with you there. Good luck finding the original Doritos. My daughter-in-law wrote the company and they're not making them unless there's a seasonal specialty. Is it all Cool Ranch and Flaming Hot and all that sort of stuff? Damn you, supply chain issues. Coffee is good this AM, most definitely. I got probably one more pot of that peppermint coffee, then we start up the Highland Grog butterscotch rum coffee. There we go. I'm going to write the Doritos company and tell them stop messing with a good thing. Most definitely. I wonder if Country Time Lemonade is doing that. Walmart hasn't any for 3 months now, quite possibly. They're thinking that's a summertime thing. I know, like I said, with the Medicine Man, getting the bottles and the boxes to ship things for months was a nightmare. And I wonder, the company that makes, Country Time, well, we got these canisters. We could use them to make lemonade, which not that many people die during the winter. Or we could put mixed nuts in them. What's it going to be? Yep, they said people want the different flavors. Okay, well, maybe bananas and Cool Ranch. I don't know. Coffee. It is good coffee. Now I'm have to. Oh, we have some bananas. We don't have any Doritos though. Yep, hot lemonade is rather good on a cold winter day. It's going to get cold here in a few days. Well, I guess tomorrow night, isn't it? Interesting. Ooh, Jennifer, the HEB in College Station had many missing items yesterday. I think we still got a lot of supply chain issues going on here. Most definitely. I was once whisked away, but it was by law enforcement. Not surprised there, my friend. Now we're all craving lemonade and Doritos. I have to admit, yeah. I mean, Doritos, they just got that crunch and that salt and that flavor and, and just repeatability. So good, so good. Yep, bring it home. Our supply chain needs to change so we make more of what we need. Most definitely. Yucky, try Fritos and bananas. I'm willing to try that. Kind of like a Frito sundae. Ooh. Now I'm pondering a banana split with Fritos sprinkled in it. I'm not opposed to this. I think that has some power. There's an ice cream stand over on the north side of Houston. I think it's on Thursdays. If you bring your own banana, you get a discount on the banana split. And this is whether or not I did that a few times. It was fun back when we had time. But I'm wondering now what they do if they, you hand them banana, they put it in the bowl, they put the three ice creams and the three toppings, and they hand it back to you. And if you pop open a thing of Fritos and sprinkle it on it, and then go over to their tables and eat it, I think that would be interesting. Ooh, Dan, lemonade is your weakness, huh? Good lemonade is hard to beat. Ooh, I have cravings for hot and spicy cheese. Cheez-Its and jalapeno Cheetos. Well, there's a question. Jennifer, at the HEB, that was missing a lot of stuff. Was it the frozen section or throughout the store? Ooh, I like Fritos with sweet potatoes. Oh, I'm thinking like a sweet potato steak fries with a Dorito crust on them. There we go. Let's see, I watch how they make Doritos on Food Factory TV show. Their chip is fried, then baked to give it that signature crunch. Interesting. Yep. Fritos, peanut butter, and bananas. That would be good. That would be really good. I have a tub of cream cheese with jalapenos in my fridge. Ooh, also good. 2 years for the supply chain to go back to normal. I work in the supply chain. It's stressful trying to find supplies for the babies. Everything is made out of plastic. Yep. Stop. Okay. That's just the 750 warning that I need to start thinking about the group take. Okay, dry goods, especially organics, were missing. That's interesting. Melon, if you replace the cheese powder coating on Doritos with glaze of sugar, isn't it basically frosted flakes? Yeah. Cool. Slightly thicker. Ooh, the best lemonade I ever bought was at Cheyenne Frontier Days. That sounds good. We are a bunch of snack junkies. It is the caveman part of our brain. We evolved when we found something that had calories and sweetness. It triggered our brain to say, this thing you're eating, eat more of it because you don't know when you're ever getting that again. And you need this. And now the brain, when we eat a Dorito, goes, yeah, eat as much of this as you can because you don't know when you're going to get more. And you glance over the pantry and then you glance away from the pantry and go, you're right, brain. And away you go. Okay, chocolate chips ahoy and tuna fish salad were my weird cravings. At least you're open to admitting that's weird because, yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Weird. Wendy's has good lemonade. I've been to Wendy's in a long time. There's a Wendy's down on the seawall in Galveston. I'd take the girls down to the beach and we'd hang out at the beach and we'd go and have lunch and supper at that Wendy's. But that was a long time ago. They were very young back then. I need to blow my nose. Hold on. Oop, come out, come out. All right, now's a good time for the group take. Yay! Group take, group take. Let's move that out of the way. We got the immune pill. Do-do-do. Mm-hmm. Pump it up, pump it up. We got the brain pill. Still wondering where mom and dad are. I'm assuming dad is out like ice fishing or something. I don't know. Hopefully. The liver pill. Normally it would be really important tonight, but not so much tonight. Let's see. How am I going to do this? I no longer need a little packet thing here. Uric acid pill. Not needing that. Blood pressure pill. Not needing that. The serenity pill. Not needing that. The libido pill. Dun, 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 dun. The stonebreaker pill. Whoa, gravity. Hey, Mark. Yep. The voice in your brain says, don't eat the chocolate, but all I hear is eat the chocolate. Actually, it's probably the voice in your liver saying don't eat it. Your brain is saying eat the chocolate. Meriwether Casanova. That's Dr. Casanova to you. Love doctor. Ooh, yep. Shut up, Chirpy. Lemonade with a dash of cayenne pepper. Hey, Eula's here. Good morning, everyone. Overslept. Had to take the husband to the hospital yesterday. Since he wasn't feeling well, he passed out the other morning. He tested positive for COVID. Okay. We'll keep him in the prayers. Hopefully it's one of the minor cases. It's the Ramanama Klama Ding Dong variant, whatever one it is. There we go. Chocolate pretzels. That's how you win my heart. In case anyone out there is wondering how you win Meriwether's heart, the pretzels with the white chocolate and maybe some of the dark chocolate are like a variety pack of pretzels coated with the chocolate. I cannot resist those. I every ounce of willpower goes flying out into the salty sweetness, and I am at your command. Is that like Casanova Frankenstein from the Mystery Men? Yeah, well, yeah. Jonathan, lemon, sugar, water, and ice, I think, for the Cheyenne Frontier Days excellent lemonade. I suspect probably the choice of lemons plays a role. All right, we're praying for your husband there, Ula. And healing energy going out. Lord, make it so. We ask. You know what's in our hearts. Yep, there's Bonnie sending prayers for healing and protection to the rest of the family. Most definitely. I keep thinking I should probably get retested, but yeah. My best friend and his family all came down with COVID this week. And then at my boss's place, all their neighbors have come down with COVID. My boss and his wife and his family have already had COVID, so they're doing okay. No problems there. That's what that is. So it is what it is. Yep. Melanie's right. A little salt and lemonade is good too. Most definitely. I find a little salt, like in coffee or lemonade or anywhere really, just to help balance the flavors. Just a pinch, just a pinch. So I like having complex flavors. My mouth enjoys complexity. Mm. But it's the end of the year. I feel like there should be some special words or something here, but I don't have anything this morning. It's been such whoop, squirrels. I like squirrels. Well, actually, I hate squirrels. I like watching them elsewhere. I don't want them anywhere near my house because if they're near the house, then they get into the attic, and if they get into the attic, bad things happen. Oh yeah, salt on watermelon, most definitely. That is my favorite thing, probably about summer, is the salt in the watermelon. My family just cringes when they see me. I get a little plate and just coat salt and dip at least two sides of the bit of watermelon in it, and it's like, oh, you don't understand. All right, Jennifer, are pretzels a man thing? Because I once got a box of assorted covered pretzels for an anniversary gift. Seemed a little random. I don't know. I mean, I think those of us who truly love them cannot grasp the fact that others don't think they're the best thing in the world. And so it's like sharing, this is something I love to someone I love. And so much love here right now. And the recipient is going, yeah. And that's how I see it anyway. It took Mrs. Weather and I a long time to figure out that we have different love languages. It didn't really help any, but at least we know what's going on. Derek, we need to have a chat about shortages, crop failures, trade deals, gas prices, cotton, and masks with CDD stated don't stop it on the Paris Accord and COVID. Or we could just raise a toast to humanity and say we've come this far. We got a long way to go yet, but we will make it. We will make it. We are some seriously tough monkeys. Not as tough as any dinosaur that ever existed because they lasted a long time than we did. But we're in there. Just read an article by a guy who had COVID a year ago, is vaccinated, and caught it again already this week. Yep. There's a lot of that going on. It looks like the Ramadan variant basically bypasses any of the vaccines. On the other hand, it's basically, it's like, okay, so yeah, if there's a comorbidity in place, then you got to take it seriously. But otherwise, it's cold. The squirrels in German Park will practically mug you for snacks. Same with the squirrels on the U of H campus, University of Houston campus. The students have taught them well that humans bring food. Jonathan, I enjoyed my mornings in 2021 because of you guys at the donut shop. Happy New Year's, everyone. Yep. The donut shop is a special place. Self-selected ship of fools, sailing on uncharted waters, drinking coffee, laughing, babbling, sharing, loving, crying, but together. That's what a tribe is. That's all right, though. If you're going to go through life, be on a ship of fools with other fools that understand and love you. That's how we're going to end 2021. Out at sea, bobbing around, drinking our coffee, looking at the whales and the sharks and the krakens and the sails and the sky, and feeling the wind and smelling the salt, and just it is what it is. Let's just keep going forward, shall we? All right. At that note, it's time to start doing my day. I gotta ship out some medicine man stuff. So everyone have a wonderful and safe day today, night today. I'll see you on Monday. It'll be a new year. Let's make let's well, I don't know if we can make it a good one, but let's stick together and do what we can to help each other through it. All right? Okay. On that note, love you all. Mom, Dad, if you're out there, love you. Tribe, love you. End broadcast.